coverage of the National Football League is on the air. They love their football in this part of the country, and this crowd is ready to go as their guys will match up with the Pittsburgh Steelers. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Play action. Haskins. And his first look is incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Flushed out right. It's brought in by Harris. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Off the play fake. Here's Haskins. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Now Haskins to throw it. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. Now Robinson coughs up the football. It's loose. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
They'll run for the first time with Antonio Gibson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Lawrence with a quick throw outside. That's complete. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Lawrence. And this is going to be intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And the Steelers are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. So the interception there, and Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now it's Haskins. Escaping the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, he is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat in every meeting with reporters? This week, he kind of said, I've had enough.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all. That's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
Rolling to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Off the play fake, here's Lawrence sliding out of the pocket. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone and unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. It's 4th down. And this one is right down Broadway. And it's 3-0 Washington. So a good kick there. They put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defense is awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow.
Either way.
Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
You know, if following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under, CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less. Do what you're supposed to do, but don't take on the pressures of doing more and trying to do your teammates' jobs as well. If you do that, that's really going to lead you to more issues.
From the gun, it's Haskins. He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing again, here's Haskins. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. I tell you what, CD, this Washington defense, very strong in the victory last week.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them, in fact, being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Haskins eluding the pressure right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick-6 for a Washington touchdown. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. So an early 10-0 lead for him now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. Back to the air, Haskins after the pick-6. He finds Robinson.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
Now Haskins on 1st down. And he's got his target, Harris. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
From midfield now, Haskins. A throw left side, caught by the tight end Freiermuth. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. And this is a quarterback that's already in the top 100 all-time in passing yards, but that last throw going to move him past Roger Staubach on the all-time list. Roger Charles at 22,700.
Don't forget, he also won 2 Super Bowls, played from 1969 to 1979. And I would dare say Roger's numbers would be larger, but remember, he had a commitment to the Navy. A graduate of the Naval Academy, and back then you had to serve your 5-year hitch before you could go on and join the NFL.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
On 2nd and 10, Haskins. Throw left side, going to be taken in by Harris. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick-6 just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
He's going to go up top for the end zone. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Haskins back to the air. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Von Miller able to record his 5th sack of the season. Not the start to this one that any quarterback would want or envision. Remember, he had the pick-6, and here he ends up on his backside.
Yeah, and you have to wonder to yourself, okay, after throwing the pick-6, did he get too careful with the football and not deliver downfield and take that sack? They've got to make sure that he's really into this game.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Forced out to his left. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
On second down, Lawrence. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. T.J. Watt in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. 10-0 the score after one on EA Sports. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Here's Lawrence to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their 3rd drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. There, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball, because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. On 3rd down, here's Harris. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play, and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down. Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Now they'll look to Haskins to throw it. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 42 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
But now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now a give. Running left is Harris. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Najee Harris with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Steelers have now made this a one-score game. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead is down to a field goal. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone. Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Throw to the right here, taken in by McLaurin. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. He'll buy some time right. He'll get this into the hands of Antonio Gibson. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. From the shotgun, Lawrence. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
10 yards on the pickup.
In need of only about the length of the football here on second down. Throwing again here, it's Lawrence. He finds Austin complete. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. Flush to his right. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
And time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection.
I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit benefit of replay. That's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. To throw again on second down. Haskins. That's swung out wide to Harris. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Now the Steelers going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Haskins going to throw again. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is going to fall to the ground incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Boswell's kick is good. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Both teams currently making their final adjustments. We're getting ready for the second half. So we'll send it back up to FedEx Field and hand things back over to Brandon Gaudin.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Second half starts with a run by Gibson. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
I see what they were trying to do there, trying to find some dead space in the middle of the field and take their shot right there. A really good idea, but it winds up incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Now Lawrence. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Here's Tressway now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense him saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
Now here's another carry for Harris. Powers through him. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
On first down, Harris. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 69 yards rushing for him in this one as he starts to draw nearer to a 1,500-yard campaign. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Haskins. Flushed out right. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now Harris. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option. You
get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Now it's Haskins. Escaping the pressure right. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Boswell for the extra point. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So with a missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line. Check the backer, check the backer.
General West.
Now Lawrence on first down, eluding the pressure right. He's got it to Gibson. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Final minute now in the 3rd quarter. On second down, here's Lawrence. Buying time to his left. He'll check that down to Gibson out of the backfield. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 39.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. Over the middle, complete. It's Austin. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the Steelers' 35-yard line.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On second down, a run with Gibson. Runs over it and brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
A gain of 12 yards. That's another Washington first down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
They'll run here with Gibson, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football. As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable, usually an excellent target, and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
Looking for the end zone. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And the Steelers are right back in this football game. A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
To Juju Smith-Schuster. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
A run with Harris out of the shotgun. 95 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points. Said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
2 things to watch. First, his strength and being able to break out that initial contact. But at his size, once you slow his momentum, it's hard for him to get it started again and end up tackling him behind the line of scrimmage.
Flush to his right. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
On 3rd down, it's Harris. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. A big gain there on 3rd and long.
I was used to joke with my teammates who carried the ball a lot. When we got in these situations and they were carrying us home, I used to tell them, boy, you guys just look like Paul Bunyan, just growing stronger, bigger, tougher. And all night long, he's carried this team.
He has indeed. Everything magnified right now. A huge 3rd down conversion. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Harris. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Najee Harris, his 25th touchdown. Tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Steelers have taken the lead. All right, now a big two-point conversion attempt still to come. Haskins now, they're going to try to throw for it. Flushed out right. And he will get into the end zone for the 2 points, and that helps. That gives him a 7-point lead.
17.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And got his man complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A big connection on that one. 35 yards. On 1st down, Lawrence. Escaping the pressure right. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
And that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Lawrence. That's out to the flat for Gibson. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. Here's Gibson on the read option. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 11-yard line.
So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. And they're knocking on the door. 2nd and goal now in a 1-score game. Eluding the pressure. Touchdown! It's caught at the 1. Terry McLaurin. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up. They do tack on the extra point as well. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
He'll be dropped shy of the 40 despite powering through the tackle. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll try the left side. Harris. And some room to work. 160 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
They'll run on first down. It's Harris. Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside the 40. Jamin Davis there to bring him down. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is going to be caught. He got it. It's a touchdown. Forget overtime. They're going to win the football game right now. Boswell good with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead.
Washington, 24.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot.
And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And the Steelers have just about sewn up this football game. Yes, folks, that is his third interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on.